The man put a collar on his wife. After he left for work, he chained her to a ceiling beam. But that day, something unexpected happened. When he arrived at work, 2 police officers showed up at the company. Fear hit him instantly. He rushed to make a phone call. But Sherlock, who could read lips, saw everything. The man seemed to be talking to an accomplice. He was so anxious he couldn't focus on work at all. He had no idea the police were there for a murder case, and that it had nothing to do with him. But Sherlock had already locked onto him. While the man waited for the elevator, Sherlock quietly stole his phone. After cracking the passwords, he found something horrifying inside. A woman in pajamas was forced to dance on camera. Looking closely, there was a collar locked around her neck. From the company records, the suspect's name was Dyke. He owned a house in Woodhaven, but they weren't sure if he lived there. Sherlock reasoned they wouldn't find the woman inside the house. And he was right. After prying open the door, they found no trace of anyone. But Sherlock discovered a pile of pirated DVDs. Maybe they could use that as an excuse to bring Dyke in. Police arrested him for buying pirated discs and brought him in for questioning. It wasn't a major crime, but New York was cracking down hard on piracy. Sherlock said he could have the FBI double the charges and make an example out of him. Dyke knew what they were doing, trying to pressure him into talking about the woman. He also knew the police had no evidence, so no matter what they asked, he insisted he didn't know any captive woman. His calm attitude made it nearly impossible for Sherlock to get anything out of him. From the video, Sherlock knew the woman was an Asian under 30, but Watson searched every missing person report and found no one matching her. Maybe no one had reported her missing. Sherlock immediately requested immigration records, and in those files, he found a familiar face. It was the woman from Dyke's Spawn, the captive. Her name was Frida. She had come to the US in 2011, and no one had seen her since.
She might have been dead as captive for 5 years.
Watson and Sherlock waited anxiously. Then a voice came over the radio.
She's alive. Where's team leader?
The news. A terrified woman stepped out of a room, a collar locked around her neck just like Frida. She was clearly traumatized. They'd rescued someone, but not Frida. Had Dyke killed her? Watson believed he was hiding her somewhere else. Sherlock found a clue in the fridge. The soy milk inside was brand new. That warning, he read Dyke's lips telling his accomplice to keep an eye on the victim. Sherlock assumed he meant Frida, but it was actually this other woman. The accomplice had bought the food for her. Suddenly Watson realized something and rushed to stop the rescued woman. She said Dyke had never bought soy milk before. It only appeared a few days ago. She hadn't seen who put it in the fridge. When she woke up, it was already there. Watson said she now knew who Dyke's accomplice was. People tend to buy the brands they personally like, meaning the accomplice procured that exact soy milk. Watson had seen that brand once before at immigration. Dyke's ex-wife Carrie used it in her coffee. Meanwhile, Carrie poured gasoline across a house to burn the evidence, but suddenly officers burst in. Carrie was arrested. Then an agent heard something in the trunk. The sheriff rushed over, and inside was Frida. After 5 years in captivity, Frida was finally rescued.